But the fact is, he decided to do those shows. He decided to do those things.
He fell in love with a woman that's what the family business was.
But you have a choice also to
check this out. Kanye doesn't want to be on those shows, but he does it because he knows that's the family business.
Okay, well, he didn't have to marry Kim. He could have any woman in the world.
Sometimes you can't help who you fall in love with, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, but as a man, you still have a choice. If you don't want to be on the show, you just won't be on the show.
All right.
My wife doesn't want to have everything in her life put on blast, but she fell in love with me, and everything gets put on blast. She doesn't have to. It's just what it is.
And look at your partner. She wants nothing to do with it.
Yeah, she stays off IG and Twitter.
And it's a choice.
But she still gets phone calls from people like, oh, I can't believe Ebro said this. Can't believe this. Can't believe that. You get drawn into the world, man.
800-223-9797. I feel like these Kardashian shows are why Lamar is in this situation. If y'all disagree with me, that's fine. I know it's serious. I'm not trying to make light of it, but that was my first notion. That was my first feeling. And everything to me points to that, because I feel like he would still be taken seriously as an athlete. Maybe he wouldn't be playing. Maybe he'd be coaching. Maybe he'd be scouting. Maybe he'd be doing something that he would be a part of his love, a love that he needs, which is basketball. His father was an addict. His best friend died, being an addict. So what does he really have? Basketball is what he has. You understand what I'm saying? Reggie from Brooklyn.
Hey, bro, listen, we're all men. We all deal with temptation every day of our life. That guy has his decisions, and he makes his decisions, and that's what he chose to do, bro.
I mean, I hear you, but sometimes, look, not everybody's that strong. Look, I have expectations of people being stronger than they actually are, and then not everybody is me. Not everybody can deal with that many losses, or looking at an upbringing like Lamar Odom has in the rough side of Queens, right? And father being a fiend, his father not being there. I don't know much about his mom.
His mom passed away very young age, I think, of cancer.
There you go. So
yeah, very young.
Basketball, he's looking for family. He's looking for help. He's looking for somebody to give, to care. Let's go to Jesse. Jesse from Jersey City.
Hi.
It sounds like you don't agree with what I'm saying about Lamar Odom.
No, not completely. I mean, I do agree that the show is pretty trashy, but I think that the bottom line is he has a mental illness, and it's really sad that he's going down this path. But I think no matter what he did in his work life, it would have happened.
Really? I don't know, man. You guys, these reality shows tear people apart, man.
I mean, maybe he was already battling
paparazzi.
with this.
If he wasn't on reality shows, he wouldn't be on TMZ right now.
You're right.
There
wouldn't be people waiting for him outside of every turn to ask him about
but the
what's going on with you and Khloe.
But the Kardashians were the Kardashians when he fell in love with Khloe. That's just it's just life.
And Ebro, we don't know if he was battling with drugs and battling depression.
We don't know.
Anything else before the show.
Renee from the Bronx.
I have to agree with you, Ebro. I definitely think that the Kardashians played a factor in his demise. Like, ever since the show started, ever since he was on the show, he started doing poorly in basketball. Him and Khloe's relationship got in the way of him and his best friend's relationship, which turned into drugs too. I don't think that
his best friend always struggled with drugs. That wasn't the first time.
I don't think it was the main reason. Of course, he was doing drugs before that, but being in that spotlight in Hollywood, drugs are more accessible to you. They probably wanted to give him more drugs because he's Khloe Kardashian's husband. Like, oh, let me here's some more crack for you. I just feel like it did play a part. I'm not saying that
Lamar was making money before the show.
But it played a part in him going down.
Thanks for your phone call. Go ahead, Laura.
Lamar was making money before the show.
It's not about money though. It's about a certain lifestyle. Look, I have a problem. Like you all know, I have a problem, right? I've been in the streets and the clubs my entire life, right? I never got into drugs like that. I drink, I smoke, whatever. But there are some people who get overly caught up in that world, that going out, right? Like I want to go out. I want to be out, but now I'm a dad. So part of my problem is sitting my ass down, right? We talk about that on this show all the time where it's like, yo, because you get caught up like, yo, I need to be in the street. Yo, I got to go check this thing out. Yeah, Now Lamar, a basketball player, is now exposed to this lifestyle that is not good for him based on where he comes from and based on, you know what I'm saying? And this lifestyle, this celebrity lifestyle of being out or being in clubs, partying, popping bottles, being seen is not healthy. And a lot of people can't deal with it, and they end up losing themselves. I hate to break it to y'all.
I know, but you can't blame society, blame a million things. I just wouldn't blame the Kardashians.
All right, fine.
Either.
It's the TV show. Lamar made a bad decision himself, falling in love with a woman and being on a TV show.
I think that's reasonable.
That's fine. Fine, he did. But guess what? Now they're responsible too. Jennifer from Patterson.
No, I disagree because I'm being realistic here. I've never been a Kardashian fan, but you got to give credit where credit's due. And I always thought like Khloe honestly and genuinely loved him. I kind of feel like he could have used the show more as a positive note to distract him. I kind of feel like, if anything, she tried to keep him away from that, and maybe she thought that by him being in the show and being around her family, something he never had, would have turned his life around. She can't force someone to do something they can't do for themselves. He made that choice.
I agree. You know what? You know what, Jennifer? I don't disagree with your perspective. I don't disagree with that.